DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State, downtown Tampa. On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
This will make it into the end zone.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Rodgers going to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
on 2nd and 7. Rodgers.
He'll find Aguara complete.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Green Bay.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
To Aaron Jones.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Taken down.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Less than a yard.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got Miller. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Bradley.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones.
Rodgers pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Showtime,
looking
baby.
for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Packers 7. Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack and have a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll drop the throw. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Packers 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
Josiah DeGuara, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
15-yard line.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. An excellent gain, 35 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going deep this time for Miller. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Scotty Miller with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with...
And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
You talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And that play will go nowhere. losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Davante Adams, incomplete. He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. The physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A throw caught by Gronkowski. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw again. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Gronkowski, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Packers 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, You need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On first down, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Buccaneers 42, Packers 7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this would... And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Second down.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's at the 40. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Hey, check 26. Check. Mike 4. In your face.
Rodgers again now. That's complete right around the 8. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. That catch good for only a couple.
At the Bucks 5-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And a Packer first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Rodgers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 36.
Let's go. Mike 4.
And again, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He don't want it. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. I got him.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
A loss of 12 yards. And it's third down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third and long, it's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
Brings up second and 9 at the 17.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, baby. Mike 5.
Again, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
On play action, they'll throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll hit the road next week to